like, what in the world?
Yeah.
All right, we're live.
Surprising here. I mean, he always takes seconds. All right, well, let's start with the S. Shouldn't be much. Well, I deleted everything. So, did he break 4100?
It
So
did
the
for a
low.
second, yeah.
So the low of the day was 4097. Then when we add these SVP, this can't be right. Yes, I did delete. Maybe I was live today. No problem. All right, so what we're going to do, especially for new people, we're looking for daily session line profiles. If you're not familiar with this, you will be if you stick around. They'll make complete sense. So basically, this is another way of finding a supply and demand. And here we got a VPUC, which will be tested here potentially soon. So we're just going to change some settings here. So this is one VPUC here. We'll mark that guy. Be sure you have to copy it down. What is it? 39.75. Okay. And then we got, what do we have here? Did anyone take any trades on ES today on these levels? Remember, we talked about that level being there today, and we had a nice little bounce all the way up to what, 41.32?
Yeah, could you go over the 4132, that first pullback, that giant knife candle right there?
Which one?
Yeah, the
This
first
one?
one right there.
This one?
No.
Let me go back to like maybe smaller time frame. So you're talking about here, let
Yeah,
me
the
just
first
do-
time that it breached up through it and then came back down past it.
So let me just find 41.33. I think it was somewhere around here.
Yeah. See that candle right at about 10, the big black one, the first time it went up and then back down
This
right
one?
there. Yeah.
Yep.
Because it seemed like it acted as support after that, but that first time I figured it would have been support, and I put my buy in there, and then it just slashed right through it, and I'm like, damn it.
Yep.
And then of course it held the rest of the day. What's like the rule on that?
There's really no rule, and that's why we have, we have the, what do you call it, like stop losses for that reason. Is, if you get in here on the bounce of that, and what was this, at 10:10, so right when the algo, usually at 10 o'clock, as you know by now, we'll get a big green or big, down candle right at 10 a.m., then you have 11 a.m. that also hits with the algos. So here's algo, and then followed by another big candle down. So 10 a.m., 11, and then noon, they literally kind of close it down all the way to about 2 o'clock. So at 10 a.m. and these reversals, so if you looked at, your pre-market high right here that came in, or it was kind of right there, 41.34. So we went above it and then it failed. You could probably, you could have used, if you had this, I think we had it last night. I just don't remember which ones we did. But this was a nice run up, right, from last Friday. So if you looked at these levels, right, you're able to see where some of these levels were in terms of where you could expect a bounce and where you could expect some levels to hold, right? So if you looked at here, you had a little bit of shelf here, really nice shelf here that we had. So 41, that area of 41, that's more of a scalp level that we talked about. If it breaks that level, they have about 15 to 20 points all the way to 41.50, and then expect a rejection. And that's kind of like what happened, right? So it came back here, and I thought it was going to be an ABCD pattern here, but it never really kind of took off. So if you look at it right here, it never really made it that high. It broke the initial balance high here, or opening range high. Well, maybe not even that. It was probably somewhere around here. All right, we'll make him out. Wait. So I mean, this one would have been hard to catch. You probably, if you did cut it for a small loss, that's probably your best trade.
Yeah,
And then I mean, it
really
got
good.
choppy on the top side, right? So if you took this to initial balance high, then you see where you have the value area high. They could not hold this today. Right after this, I mean, I only grabbed from here to here. So this is your initial balance high. Let me move this line. So this line here, you can see once we lost it, we came in and then rejected it. The POC here also acted as a nice resistance all day. So here acted as a perfect support. So you had an entry here. A couple of times you had an entry on this, I believe. So you had an entry here, you had another entry here. I mean, and these are good ranges. 41, 8 points on SPX if you're playing. They can pay decently. You can catch a nice little run on maybe $150 a contract or so on these if you're playing closer in the money. But then you see once you lost the POC, and we talked about this as well, once you break the low, your support, and you come down and you're going to retest this, you take a short here. So that was a really good entry right here for shorting. And I think I took Tesla somewhere around, well, I think I took the Tesla sooner. But there was a nice retest down. It came back, and you guys see where the shelf was. So nice shelf here, and you guys see how well it bounced. I mean, it was perfect bounce here. And then where do you go? You go back to the POC, and you're making, now you're making lower lows here. So now if you're able to break this 40.97, would be a nice little reversal pattern here. But nothing you could have done, dumpster, on that one, honestly. That would have been a tough trade,
Yeah, I was just planning on it, and then I saw the support. It bounced on the support, and then it started coming back down. That's when I cut it. And so, I mean, it was a small loss, but
And if you see something like that in the time frames that you're trading, and you want to be a little bit more conservative, I would suggest you use 10 minutes.
yeah, but I was planning on the scalp. Asking,
Yeah, no, I get it.
and it
Yeah.
just went right through, and I'm like,
10 minutes is a really, really good time frame for newer people to get more comfortable. You never closed, and then if you look at Tesla today, we said, what was it, 928? On 10 minutes, I actually shorted Tesla right here. Once it dipped right below this, I took a short on it. And look, I mean, it worked out perfectly. The 10 minutes never went above it. You had an inverted hammer here, a hammer here. Once you broke this level, it was pretty much done. Then they had the small bounces that, if you just use some fibs, you would see where it retraced to a 50%. Another short here. And I mean, I sold majority of, I think my average was 14.4, 14.6, so 900. And I sold majority at 21 at 22, and I don't know where the last one got filled. But it was good profit, just simple, right? I mean, we had the level 10 minutes. I was looking at the candles. The volume kept going down, and then you see a little burst in volume up, and then they held it, but not the volume was great all across. But I was debating to add on the 50% here today, but I did not. So I was pretty happy with the profits on it. Okay. Sorry I couldn't answer. I mean, it's a tough question just because it's a false breakout on smaller time frames. And then you see, on the top, if you switch to, let's say, 15 minutes and you look at this Anashi candles, you'll see how, the candles are getting congested and a lot of X on the top. So you're not getting a lot of, you see like here, there was a lot of X, but it's still pushing, making higher highs. Some of these are not making higher highs. This one's a lower high here. This one made a higher high, but lower high than previous two. Here, every one of them is almost lower high besides this candle on this run up here. So to me, it's just starting to look right now like a, buyer's exhaustion right here. I'm pretty sure unless they save it overnight, we'll retest this POC tomorrow. So let's see. Let me just go in 30 minutes. This is a really nice level here, whatever that is, 38.57. 1, 2, 3x POC here. This will be a pretty nice area. whatever this is. Well, this one's pretty packed too. Let me just turn on VRP on this one. But yeah, there it goes. It's very close. So you guys see here, once you lose 40.73, I think that there's a strong chance. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of, you guys see these little shelves here, but really comes back down 39.75, 39.80. There's a strong chance we can see that. And if I quickly just switch to SPY, you'll see that there's a little bit of gaps here on SPY as well. Once we lose that 408.89, it has a little bit of room all the way to 406. And then if you lose the 405.45 here, I would not be surprised if we revisit the 396 quickly here. So just FYI. Okay. So let me go back to yes. Hopefully we break it tonight. So this would be really interesting here. If you come back, then you have this 4,000 level right on. I'll just add the POC here. Okay. Let's see. So yes, any questions on this? If you really want to go along on this, what do you guys think the level is? Anyone? Where would you take this long?
About 4150 maybe.
You want to wait till 41.50, yeah, you can definitely do that. You can also take it over 41.30 here. I think you'll be okay. This POC has been problematic here at 41.33, hence why we had it. For me, that would still be the level that you want to go after, but that's just my personal preference. Because today, if you just look at this, I'll just bring it over. Here's your
Shorty,
41.
on that one, if you're gonna wait till 41.30, wouldn't you want to just wait until that higher wick there?
This one?
No, down like right around the 41.30 area. Like
This one?
no, sorry, the candles down below, the white candles. There's like two white candles and then a black candle.
This one?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know which.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, 41.33 is above that level.
Oh, I thought you said 41.30. I'm sorry. Okay. My
Yeah,
bad.
41.33. Yeah, I will take it over 41.33 on the retest here. Go long retest. A safe entry, of course. I mean, if you look here, you have 41.44. That's been problematic. If you switch to about like a daily candle, and you grab, I think it was this candle here on regular candles, right here. Yeah, this one here. You'll see that this candle has been problematic. And could this be that we are setting up, maybe for an inverse head and shoulders? So if you draw a level here, come on. So if you look here, it could be left shoulder. Now you have the, the head forming. We push it up a little bit more to 2000, 4200. Then you come back down, and then maybe. But it also could be that the bear pennant on the weekly and the higher time frames is going to play out. And maybe we get the push down.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I'm sorry. I didn't hear the 33 part, and I was really confused why you would take it prior to those wicks. But
Yeah,
got it.
no
Got
worries.
it now. Thank you.
Yep. So we're going to watch for 4097. You're going to have that 4080 level as well. So if you go on 1 hour, it's kind of like my go-to time frame when I look for the uptrends and reversals. So here you had a higher high, then we dipped, and then we took out that level of 4016, and then ever since we've been running like crazy. So if you grab this, on the uptrend from the bottom, let's say you grab it to this level here, you'll know that once you break this 4073, at least you have this value area high here, which is at 4043, which is close to 4050, and then a cluster right here at 3950, which I believe will retest here at some point. So we never really retested it right here, if you guys think about that. So this will be, go long level for a bounce. And I think if you lose this trend line here, let's say we kind of lose this 4043, you have 100 points drop here in this area, most likely. None of these are going to matter in between. These are just level in case you're just scalping and day trading. Otherwise, once you lose this, we're going to this level. And then I wouldn't be surprised, that we kind of keep going all the way down and hit every one of these if there's any weakness. And now we got wars everywhere. Monkeypox over 16 cases now. Getting real bad. NQ, so I think we had the level for a bounce. I forgot where it was. I think it was this one here. Let's see. I think it was this one. I'll have to check the chart in the Discord. Does anyone know what level we had? So NQ last night we had what is this? 12862 for a bounce. 12862. Let's see. Okay, so we broke this trend line here, which is pretty good. I mean, if you're short, it's pretty good. Just delete this channel. I'm just gonna grab this latest run here. I think that's what we had. I just want to see where the buyers are now. Ooh. Well, makes it fairly simple. You guys see where we are?
Yeah, right at the cumulative POC.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you lose this POC right here, previous day POC right here at 12858, and yeah, you have some room to come back down. So once you lose this guy, you probably short it all the way to 12. What is this? 12753.
I guess Sequence thinks we're at the VWAP.
Looks like you're almost gonna break 4100.
Right now. So this here is a pretty big deal right here, guys. The second shelf is right here at 12439. And then we have a VPOC here that's pretty strong. I would say it's almost double XPOC in this area. So if we lose this, and we lost this trend line, that could make it a tiny bit better. We lost this trend line, so I would not be shocked. I mean, if you just look at the cluster on top. So you have a POC that's right here, and then you have a POC that's literally built in the same spot. So if I was to, let's say we get a pump, tomorrow, where would you guys look to short it? It's right here, guys. They're probably, if they're going to push tomorrow, they're going to push to here, and this is your opportunity to go short, and you put a stop loss kind of like right above these wicks. So 12,968, so 18 points. You could go on a short side on the risk, and then just enjoy the ride if we continue down. You could really, really make some decent money tomorrow on this. Okay. Did anyone grab those 916, 400, and 390 puts? It's okay if you didn't. As dumpsters say, we are an alert service.
How many of those do you swing?
All of them. No, I swung all of those, and I also have 407 puts.
Yeah, I think I have a bunch of 390s for September or something like that already. So
Yeah, I got a handful of those. Epoch, so nothing really changed, guys. Today it was, it was just in the range here. So if you just look at this naked wise, let me just expecting a color change. Here's your top now, 413.34, and I remember us having some levels right above this. Obviously, you're going to have the 416, 415 level. It's also here. So let's see. Oh, this is a big level where it's at right now. Uh-oh. You guys see what we're hitting now? So this is our swing high to low. We're just looking at where the sellers are. And what do you guys think we're struggling with?
The cumulative POC.
Look at this now. You dipped below it. If you're able to break this right here, I mean, this is a pivot now, pivot point for, I would say, for Qs. So, if you're patient, this is your shorting level tomorrow. And then you could see where the buyers are. Make sure that you don't get played. And what do you see here?
Nice
So this is called
skinny belly down to 406.22-ish.
So this is easy money tomorrow, and this is all you watch tomorrow. If you're a small account, this is literally what you stare at the whole day. You wait, 48.89. If you want to be more risk averse, sure, wait for this to break here, 48.40, 49 cents. It's not going to kill you. That'll be a much safer short for you if you're a smaller account here, and even less riskier here is 408 even. You break that, you literally have almost $2 drop to this area here. And we are not able to break that. We are not able to spend too much time above this POC. So to me, it looks like what? If you just kind of zoom out, this is your supply that, we had a major supply here before. So now you got back into that zone here. You really need to break about 416. I will call it even the top of this zone. 417.4, you break this, you're going to 420. And now, once you break this level here, you're probably going to go to the bottom of this supply zone, which lines up with this VPOC right here, 406.22. So this is fairly easy money tomorrow on Qs. If you just watch this tomorrow, I think you'll pay dearly here. Let me just Make sure this level. Okay, so this is we're gonna have a nice little area here. So look at this area right now with the VPUC. That would be your target for shorting once you lose. I would say if you lose this 406 level, there's a strong chance you're coming back here.
Yeah, it's the same as ES. There's just a couple of nodes on the way down, nothing significant.
Yeah, this is, I think this is the magnet for it, honestly, this 40396 area. And then you have a nice little channel here. Maybe I should use the channel tool. Oh, what do you know? Perfect channel. Yeah, so once we break this, you know, if you get a bounce here, that's great. If you don't, this 400 lines up perfectly here tomorrow or August 3rd around 9:30, right at open to get that bounce and to keep going, guys. I mean, it could happen here. Like, whoop, come here and then go. Because you need to get the, you know, same thing will happen to the puts. You know, everybody was loaded on the puts. And then all of a sudden, we got this huge run up. So they killed all those, you know, millions and millions of puts, right? Now they need to do similar to the calls. So they need to, all these guys buying 415, 420 calls, especially the retail, they need to kind of kill them. So no better way than somehow all the news are coming out that are more bearish right now than last week. Just a coincidence, right? Okay, so Qs we covered. I think you guys are good on Qs, right? Does everybody understand what we need to do here? Check that. So NQ is good. Yes, for the break. Yep. Well, it might. It might actually trade futures tonight.
Do you think ES will touch the VPOC tonight or maybe tomorrow?
I hope so tomorrow. I mean, I would love for it to break and dance here and then have a bear flag and take it down. That would be my goal. That'll be the ideal scenario. And then you have this, you know, the building POC right here as well, 4106. So, and if you think about it, you know, here you had the previous support. Let me just kind of go on these candles. So you had a previous support right here at 4103, and then, you know, here you also had a support at 4093. So hopefully, there it goes. I think it's about to break right now. Yeah, there it goes. And the volume just picked up out of nowhere. Oh, this is about to dump.
Yeah, we're probably going to open at the 405.
Yeah, so this looks pretty weak. I'm actually going to trade some futures now. Did we cover Qs? I'm sorry. I thought I did. Maybe not. That's okay. We'll do it. Losing my mind after dancing after my son for 2.5 hours. Telling you, we're gonna revisit every single one of these VPUCs here. So They can do whatever they want. They had this nice little run up, but when you look at, volume, I don't see, this is my 20, I believe, 50 moving average on volume. We broke it 3 times on this whole run up. And this daily candle, I just wish we pushed the price just to maybe here. Oh, that would have been beautiful. So tomorrow, I mean, if you want to short, 312.48, you can short below this. Once you get inside the channel, most likely you go to this VPOC here, then you have another VPOC here. And if you don't know what a VPOC is, it's a POC of the daily session volume profile. Daily session volume profile is one of these blue boxes. It means it's basically 24 hours, and it measures the volume. And when the VPOC shows up, like this level here, you guys see that it hasn't been retested, right? So that means this is a VPOC here. And then you have another one here, and then another VPOC here. The price never came back to this level. And VPOCs tend to be, I don't know, I would say they're 10 times stronger than POCs, but I'll let others comment. Price tends to gravitate towards them a lot. They're pretty powerful. So ideally, if this is going to come back down, this area here, what is this? Oh man, 302, this would be great. This area, or, somewhere around this area as well. So, I mean, to me, 302 has to be touched. If they want to go up, 302 has to be touched. So, I mean, we're hitting this supply right on full force. Really nicely, too. So the next shelf is 308, and then below that, you guys see where the POC is on this? Right here. And C just means cumulative POC. I was short here, first target, second target. I would look for a bounce on this level or this cumulative POC, which, would cover up almost that VPOC there. Probably consider it a zone like this. And change the colors to green because that's the demand zone. Something like this. Holding on. We just lost that level. So let's see. They build a little bear flag here and then continue to 12.86. All right, let's see. Is Tesla below? Oh, wow. Tesla just opened up. Opened up all the way to about 860 here now. So I'd look to count the calls at 862 here on Tesla tomorrow. I go there. This will be a nice level here for a bounce. Really good demand zone here. If you do VRP, look, big shelf. So if you're going to short Tesla tomorrow, here you go. Short below this, and you know what to do. Drive it down $26 on Tesla right here. If you lose this, then you know what to do again. You go all the way to 842. Then it gets a little choppy. Then it gets really tight here. So 835 to 826. Yeah, you want to avoid this move to here, but rather slow down and get a bounce here. And then if you lose this level right here, this is where it gets a little interesting. 804. Yeah, so if we lose 804, I mean, this could really, really come back. Yeah, it could come back to 769 or so. But it did as I expected. I mean, it did the 930, and then I guess it rejected the the channel here. And tomorrow we lose this, and then it becomes super easy for down all the way to about 867. I'll look to short this again tomorrow. Amazon's, I don't even have to look at it. It's ready for shorting. This is going all the way down. Let me just, I'll remove it all. Do I have to tell you where it's going, or you guys got it? This is probably an easy play tomorrow or in a few days. Right here. All the way to 130 here. Yep. So if you want to short it, where do you guys think you should short it from? You can short it from here, 132. So you have $3.20 right here. You could also short it 133.57, but then you have a chance that you're going to bounce at this level. So $1.10 difference. I don't know if it's worth it personally, but this would be an easy short here. Yep, and then this would be my short exit. Oh, this goes even more. 25.57. Yeah, so this is really juicy here. Holy crap. Let me just check volume on the daily to see if this is supply here or. It basically filled the gap. And that's all it did. And it never closed above it. I mean, think about it, guys. Just take a look at the volume and take a look at the candles. I'll hide VRP so you guys are not. What do you guys see here? I'll give you a clue. It's the highest volume that it has had since April 29th. You guys agree?
Yeah.
And it happened on the top. It happened right where the supply is. Do you think the market makers would buy right here? I mean, who's stupid here? Us or them? Come on. This is so obvious. Come on, guys. This is not going anywhere. This is coming back down. You're going back eventually to $100 here. So they can play whoever they want. This is a major supply. They're offloading shares here. I mean, let's check Ashi candle here. About 4 hours. Okay. Well, you guys do what you want on Amazon. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow is a shorting day, and we're going to go with October 100 puts on Amazon. One can go at 125 first. I really think this liquidity zone here that they're trying to defend will come into play, crush it. Let me go down. So now if we come back down to 100, what do you guys think we could be making here? if it comes back to 100 and then does this, what does it look like?
Shoulders.
Could be head and shoulders. I don't like trading head and shoulders in a downtrend because they should occur at the top, but with these guys, you never know. So I wouldn't be shocked if we are able to revisit 105, 101 level on Amazon. The volume here is not really. How many days do we have left on this candle? You know, 1 day left on this 3-day candle here. Weekly candle we just started, obviously, but monthly is gonna look. The previous month's gonna look so bullish here. All right, what else do you guys have? Any other ones?
Look at Roku, if you would.
Piece of shit company.
Looks like 4100's acting as resistance now on ES.
Oh yeah. All right, so we're below this breakout level. Oh, man, this is setting up to be a disaster on Roku.
Yep. It's got full send downs too.
I mean, this is going to about $59, guys. This is gonna go there. Oh, I had this run up. What did they do? Oh, they gapped down, and then oh, this is easy. All right, well, here's your short level on this one. I was shorted right below $70. I wouldn't let them catch me off guard, and I would play the $60 puts for October. Yes, I would do monthlies for October. I think monthlies for October happen to be 21st. So yeah, I would do October 21st, $60 puts on Roku. Roku's going $42.
So it's below the monthly cloud, and the quarterly cloud is at like $11 quarterly bottom.
Yeah, so if you just do this, here, just do it from here to here. Here's the POC. This is value area low where we had a lot of trouble here. Once you kind of lose this support right here, what this, so 70 is your support right now. 7207 is your support, and that's where you rejected. Yeah, so I think you have room all the way to the bottom of this, which is 59.51. And then if you lose that, you have 44.29. I honestly think it's a worthless company now, but obviously somebody agrees with me. I never understood why it was at $500, but isn't it just a chip and a TV, and you get to watch TV? I mean, maybe I'm.
Yeah, most TVs have that shit in them now anyway.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, they're all smart TVs.
Yep.
Kathy Wood was buying it.
Oh, she's buying this?
The way to like, she bought it all the way to like 400 something.
Oh my god. Well, at least you know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck she sees in here, but how was their ER? Did they like blow it out? What'd they do?
Oh, they failed it miserably.
I mean, their revenue's growing.
Yeah, but are they making money?
Cost of goods sold is also going through the shed gross income, SG&A expenses. Oof. This is a big deal. You know that, right? I mean, SG&A, you should not be. So if you take your profit margin or income growth and you take your SG&A ratio, I mean, this should not be jumping that much. Your EBITDA, I mean, they went positive here. So the CEOs are not getting unusual payouts, unusual expense. Income tax. I mean, yeah,
They finally made
earnings
money.
look, yeah, they're made money. I mean, their EBITDA is growing. I just don't know how far they can go. Maybe, I don't know, their business model. I personally would not buy shares in this here. And oh my God, her average price is 260. So do you guys understand what needs to happen on a lot of these stocks? I don't know if you guys, I'm not saying you guys don't understand math, but you have to understand the perspective, what this stock has to do now for her to break even. So just take a look. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, and let's see. This stock has to go up 260% in order for her to break even. Like, I mean, think about, like, I haven't traded Square in a minute. So for instance, there's people that bought Square, they're like, man, at 200, this is a easy money, right? Like right here, everybody. And then let's say this support right here. So everybody was probably like, man, 191, we're going up, got a nice bounce. In order for this to go to 191, let's say you're holding shares from there, this has to go 140% up. I don't think we're going to have that type of bull cycle for a long time. But that's just me. Maybe I'm more pessimistic. But some of these stocks, I mean, when you look at PayPal, right? I mean, a person that, poor guy, uh, like if you look at this guy right here, somebody bought it here. Let's give him benefit of doubt and say that he bought it at the bottom right here, and he drove the price up, 279. This has to grow. I mean, I'll give him a benefit of doubt here. This has to go 200% for him. He's gonna wait. You're gonna wait for a long time in order to get the money back. And then you look at stocks like AMD. I got some shares at this level here. My second buy was at $60, and I never got filled. It's still open. Eventually, it'll hit me, and they'll fill me here. But here, I mean, this was nice support, and I mean, to me, when I look at this, I don't know what you guys see, but I see a clear head and shoulders here in an uptrend. Left shoulder, and now, come back down. This is, I think I messed up here. There you go. So I think it has room, and I would not bet that it's going to break this resistance here. So 99.57, and this is setting up. When's their ER? I think it's tomorrow. Oh shit, it's tomorrow. Poof. I sold the UVXY calls. SQQ. No, I don't have any more shares on SQQ. But this is looking pretty good here for a reversal. Let's see, how's 4 hours? Yeah, this we're going up. We're gonna reverse here. Let's see what happens. Now we're right into that shelf here, which is the second largest shelf on this run. Yeah, this is DM, this is a pretty good spot for shares, and I think you know where I would get out. I would get out here, so about $8 a share. It's not bad at all. Yeah, I like the spot. I'll look at it tomorrow. See, I mean, I'd love to get it. If I could get it at the value area low right here, I mean, this would be, for me, this would be a no-brainer to add. I would add here. I don't care what they are doing. I would add here. What's the ticker? Is it SOX or no? No, there was one that was, yeah, that one. Oh wow, we rejected here. Nice. Wow, there's a lot of buying here, huh?
Is the CHIP Act, what's the status on that? I haven't been paying attention.
Honestly, I have no idea. I don't even know who approved it, who didn't. Did they sign it into the bill yet? Passed, not signed. Okay, well, you know, our Presidente is gonna sign that one. I mean, this looks like a really nice bear flag, guys. This looks like a, I mean, if they want to run this up, like with the ER of, you know, what's called AMD, they want to run this up to $24, guys. This is perfect. Please run it up to $24. Oh, the short you would get here. This is looking juicy here. Nice bear flag. Now we got 2 points we can use for this bear pennant. Oh, if AMD misses or, you know, negative reaction. This thing is done. It's gonna go much lower here. So the Nvidia hit 190 today. Not. Nvidia has to go to 190, and then we'll look to see what happens. It could be that this is the major supply for it. Uh-oh. This looks pretty good. If you want to short this, where are we right now? 184. This looks like an easy short right here. On the video, this is pretty easy here. I think we could just trigger a sell-off on AMD tomorrow based on this. I would short Nvidia tomorrow with, man, I'm gonna swing Nvidia 172.70 puts. Yeah, I'm swinging Nvidia. Is AMD before open or after?
After.
Yeah, I'm swinging Nvidia puts tomorrow, 170s. Now, yeah, service now. God, I have to deal with service now a lot lately. I don't like it. Oh, they had ER? No, it's pretty good ER. If you got the shares on the bottom of this drop here, that's pretty good, man. Oh my God, Bill Aikman, is he shorting Visa? BJ, if you got the shares here, you should be good, man. It looks like we're entering accumulation zone, and now I think this is one of the stronger companies in the tech space. Yeah, so if you're playing, I don't know what's your average, I don't care. But just know that, you know, between these two channels, you want to play the 50%. So whatever the difference between here, if you got the shares, let's say on the bottom at 406, you want to be selling at 458. So, you know, if we are able to break, let's say this half here, 458.46, there's a high chance we're going to go to 500, 510. So, you know, you're not going to get a move till we break this consolidation here. And this stock, I recall, man, this thing went from, where was it, $48 in 2016 all the way to $700. Reminds me of Adobe a lot. It has probably same, yeah, I can't even tell the difference. It looks like exactly like Adobe. Yeah, I was told to buy shares here on Adobe, and I said no, not at $73, and then 10 times the money here. I mean, everything to me has a bear flag on really higher time frames, like weeklies. This is a bear flag. So, I mean, you don't even want to know this. So yeah. How about 300 here on Adobe, and you're now just do this. So here's your service now. So if that bear flag breaks, so just do the measurement on it, right? So if this bear flag breaks here, let's say you use the whole thing, or you could use from here to here and then the break. So 34%. So here you go, VJ. If this breaks, you're headed 274, which lines up with this value high on this stock. And I mean, it exploded from it, right? So I grabbed from here to here, and this area has never been revisited. So I could see this happening. And it looks like, you know, I wouldn't be shocked if you're to measure the cycles here, you know, from here to here on the bear side and so on. 17 days. So this, the average 20 days from here. So you're looking at towards the end of October. This could revisit this 274. And I mean, I just noticed here something. Do you guys see anything here? I mean, if you break this, I mean, this looks like a really nice head and shoulders, guys, and it's right at the top. I mean, this is still bullish. Let's run. So so it could be up to here in case it wants 300's a good number for it, I guess. About $100 drop coming on this. All right, guys. I think that's it for me. I'll be on tomorrow as well and see what we can catch. think there's a couple of ERs tomorrow morning, so we'll see how the markets react
Thanks, Shorty.
and see if Nancy Pelosi's alive tomorrow. Yeah, there's a bear flag. We'll break this. There's a strong trend line here if you guys just look. We just broke it, so let's see. Maybe we didn't if we go this way, but I think we're gonna go here to this high here, 4104. All right, guys. See you guys tomorrow.